cutting this because I'm making a box out of it. I'm going to take it up here, plane it a little bit. I left it a little bit thick so I can have planing room. The other offcuts that I have in the tool shed, I didn't record that because I didn't cut them. They were left over from the fruit crate build, the small one and the larger one. And I didn't video the larger one because it's just a remake of the smaller one. And they're offcuts of that. So the only thing I had to cut was this. So let's go ahead and get it. I'm just going to plane a little bit off of both sides to make it look better. The width of the box is I measured with this already, so that's how wide the box is going to be. So that'll take care of that. I usually don't wear these when I'm just doing a little bit of mild work, but it's all out. How long I want the board to be, or how long I want the box to be. I don't want it big. Got the pieces. Now let's take them back over to the other shop. Set. Do a little bit more sanding, but don't need to video that. You just saw it. Okay. Like I said before, these are offcuts from a previous project, so I didn't show cutting these. They're already cut. This one I have to sand a little bit more. Got it split, and I glued it back together. I took it to the big sander because it can do a lot better job. Now, I don't want to use this for the brad nails because you have to push this in before this will work. And I don't want this because on something this small, when you have to push this in, it's nothing but a problem. You can't line it up right, and some of these brads are probably going to go shooting out the side anyway. So instead, I'm using this brad nailer, which doesn't have one of those. So you got a little rust on it again. It doesn't have one of those. So that means that this one can actually fire without pushing, which it was made this way. I didn't do anything to it. It was made this way, and it's a Makita. I did it like this, or doing it like this, because I can line it up better and have more control over this than doing such a small piece. So it's much better. But there's still no guarantee that you're not going to have a misfire with these coming out the side. Usually something that you can't get away from. I wanted to use small, very small nails to nail in here and not even use that. But I'm out. I don't have any. When I went to get one, but I didn't have any. So line it up. Let's line it up, angle a little bit so I can get it better back under it. And fire this. Try to keep it as level as possible. And no misfire. But I have plenty of opportunity to get a misfire. I'm not going to I better put one in the middle, trying to lessen the, I'm almost apprehensive to pull the trigger because I don't want that misfire in there going the wrong way. So far so good. Like I said, there's a lot more opportunity to mess up. I'll hide the parts that are not the best. I'm down to the part of the wood that's kind of got a little bit of a problem. Kind of be a little bit furry on me. But it's not too bad. It don't make it where I can't use it.
Daddy, what's that?
It's a box.
What?
It's a box.
Tell me what's that?
It's a box.
What box?
It's just a box. Which box? Just a box.
Tell me, I didn't tell you.
It's a box.
It's a witch box?
No, it's not a witch box. See what it is when I'm done with it.
What time is it?
What time is it? It's box time! If I get all of these brad nails in there without one shooting out the side, I'm going to call Ripley's Believe It or Not. So using the wrong, I knew there's a smaller brad nail, I knew it. And I was here using these because I accidentally put one of these in the small box and I pulled these out and I was thinking that's can't be no F15, that's too long. But it came out of the F15 box, that's an F15. See, I should have looked because I knew this was too big. It was an F25 I've been firing. Put my F15 in there. Shoot it out. Just go over here. That hole's already there. That hole's already there. So, the box is together. Now I'm going to put a hinge and a little last to lock it. And these things here actually go inside of this box. This is going to be a memory game for my daughter to get right up to the top. It's going to open and close. It's gonna be a memory game for my daughter. We put Smurfs on the front of it. And I'm gonna put Smurfs on all these things here. So that's why I didn't say anything to my daughter when she come in. She's asking questions. It's a surprise for her. We gotta paint those Smurfs tonight while she's in bed. I'm not gonna cut a groove. I'm not gonna laminate the Smurfs. I cut a groove to put them in. It's crazy. So I'm just going to print the Smurfs on the printer. Smurfs. I was going with Smurfs. Smurfs on the printer. When I sanded it crooked. I put when I print the Smurfs, I'll put them on here, glue them on here with PVA glue. Then I'll take some clear enamel, spray on them. And then that's about it. And all these others are really smooth. I'm going to go sand this one. So next time you see me, I'm going to put the hinges on. Try to find some hinges to put on this and a locker. I don't know if I got one. If I don't, I'm going to have to go to the hardware tomorrow, so I've got to find something small enough to use. But that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to sand this. I'm putting the pieces on. I'm cutting them. And I've already got this piece on. I almost forgot to video this. I'll go get another piece. This is a golden toast. It's a Smurf, so we got Gargamel and Azrael, and we put on the sides. Make it a little bit bigger.
Hello guys!
So I get together. I cut these and these, but I decided against this, so I didn't like it. So what I'm doing is I'm painting on the glue.
Don't wash that brush. Don't wash that brush.
Painting on the glue.
Wait, you're going to wash it when the glue?
Of course I wash it. The reason you use a brush with the glue is you don't want the glue.
I choose my.
You don't want to be missing spots. That's what I'm saying. And if you do it the other way, you not only miss spots, you make the glue thick,
I stick
and then it won't go on.
these on. I stick these on, and you do the glue.
I have to get out the lock part on this. I thought that I had. I couldn't use, so now I have to buy some kind of mechanism tomorrow from the local hardware, and if I don't have anything good, don't press it too much because it'll rip that paper and got the coating on the top yet. Comes right off. This is the lid that'll be going on tomorrow. It's alright.
I like it. I like Smugs. They're the best. Cartoon.
When I was growing up, I didn't watch the Smurfs that much, but my daughter loves them now, so I got reacquainted with them better. So when I was growing up, I liked watching He-Man, G.I. Joe, Mask, things like that.
Now look at Azrael. He's sticking his tongue out. You want to eat Smugs?
The real Ghostbusters, all those kind of things.
Hey, what Gargamel's going to do with my fat?
Scooby-Doo, where are you? All of those.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? Daddy, give me that back. I'm going to do you.
Shake and shiver. I was gonna have one you got a problem with. Never fails.
Look at the Smurfy upside down. I
pretty.
gonna press.
Still gonna look pretty like Manny Plum. I'm gonna cut this a little black, cut back with blue on it.
You're going to ruin it. Remember we
Using the Bible. On control.
You put them upside down and you open.
10 o'clock on it.
We have to play.
We'll play later.
Using the Bible. On control.
Hey, look at his mirror.
Alright. Where was that? And to these are gonna
I'm
take,
gonna let it look up.
this won't take as long as you think. Oh, so many! We'll plow through these like somebody plowed through something. Put the final thing on it, the clear coat, make them water resistant. And then I'll put a light coat, then it'll probably dry in about probably a minute or less. And I'll put another one on and maybe one more. Don't saturate it, don't saturate this clear coat on there all at one time because it'll change the color of the paper that you're putting it on. Like that there. Give it about 30 seconds dry, and put one more, give it about 30 more seconds, and that's it.
What you call this?
It's a memory game.
Ah, memory game. Okay.
You let the first one dry, just put the second one a little bit thicker. Because the paper is already getting protected. Give it foam. I've actually used, believe it or not, but I've actually used thick paint on enamel before you paint on with a brush to put on that stuff. And I found out if you put PVA glue on the back and front and let it dry, and when you put it on there, that really wet, thick stuff, when you put it on there, it won't discolor or damage the paper because the PVA glue is already sealed it. I figured that out in high school on my own, it'll help. I used to get, don't touch this here. I used to get what is it, folders and stuff. It's got a blank front on. Take the cut the transparent cover off of it. Lay pictures on it. Put them over. Put the enamel on it.
No,
Dries that quick.
very good.
There'll be no spraying on the other sides. It's this. That's where the pictures are at.
Daddy, I need some help.
This is pretty much done. Don't overdo the clear coat. Sometimes
Daddy,
you look
help
at
me.
sometimes you'll look at it and be like, oh, there's not enough. There's enough. Dries completely and just cures all that little fractal parts on it. It'll be really nice looking. Straighten itself up. Real nice. So don't look at it and be like, well, there's this and there's that. Well, it won't be this and that when it's grain. But danger. Okay, now I'm finished. Pictures are smooth here and on the back, but it kind of puckered on the top and the side, so I'm going to replace those. So I got the locking hasp on here, and here's the things on the inside. Smurfs.
Should have known.
And the lock it down, locked, give it up, open. On the back, we got the hinges. So this is a Smurf memory game in there now. And now all my daughter has to do is play with it. The Smurf memory game. Another project completed, except replacing these stickers here and here, which will be a piece of cake. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave a whole big pile of comments way down there. I'll see you next time on the Restoration and Craft Channel. Goodbye.